Hi, this is John Campbell, congressional candidate for the 53rd District, and I'm here with...
My name is John Riego de Dios. I'm the instructor here at Kearny High School.
Excellent. And I want to ask you a couple questions, but first, is it okay if we put this, record this
Yes, it is.
conversation and put it on the internet?
It's okay with me.
Okay, so why don't you tell us a little bit about your role here?
Okay, well, I'm the teacher here at Kearny High School. I've been here for the past 23 years. I graduated from Kearny High School back in 1980. So I live in the community that I teach in. So I'm very familiar with the kids that are coming here that live within the Linda Vista and Serra Mesa area community.
And what do you teach?
I teach manufacturing. I teach some basic engineering courses. We have both Project Lead the Way, and we're teaching the NIMS curriculum. It's a certification for manufacturing skills, certification in machining, actually.
Okay, and is that related to what this activity is today?
Yes, it is. Today we actually are holding the state championships through SkillsUSA, California SkillsUSA. SkillsUSA is an organization that promotes the technical skills along with leadership building. It is a nationally recognized organization. So there is a national competition. So the winners of the state championship have come from a regional that they've won, and if they win here a gold medal, then they would go on to the nationals, which are held in Kansas City, Missouri.
Okay. Is there any general commentary you want to say about the manufacturing industry and what role you play in it?
Well, I think I've been involved in manufacturing since I graduated from high school. I went into the industry, worked as a machinist, came back to help out my high school instructor, not knowing that he was going to convince me to go into teaching and take over this facility. I went back to school, got my degree to be able to teach. I've been here for 23 years. I think it's an important key to our city. San Diego has a lot of small manufacturing companies. I think as a nation, we were at a point where we were recognized as one of the strong nations as far as manufacturing, and then things started going overseas. But I think we're seeing a little bit of a shift. A lot of the work is coming back. Manufacturing, I think it's starting to flourish. Our programs are starting to become a little more recognized now. Kids, although kids are having a struggle because they're not seeing the connection here with, well, they're not seeing the connection because I think a big part of it is some of our programs have been eliminated at the middle school level, where when I was in school we had wood shop, metal shop, electronics. We had all the vocational classes at the elementary school. So when we got to the high school, we were really focused on learning the skill, and probably taking it out into the workforce, because that was my main goal.
The interest was already developed, then it was a matter of actually getting the skills.
Now, the kids, with all this technology going on, it's harder to get them
interested in
on the discipline that it takes to learn machining. They want that instant gratification with all the new, phones and digital gadgets that I mean, these kids are really in tune with. To go back to a hands-on skill that really takes some time to focus on. It's difficult, but I think once they do that, they reach the level of programming and CNC. That's where all the high-tech equipment is. And we think of machining as an area that you really get dirty in, and it's not always so. I mean, the technology in some of these CNC machines, it's the same as a robot. You program it in the same fashion, in a sense, and it's automated to where it does the functions that you tell it to do.
Right, and you can advance over a course of years and get into things like programming, but
definitely, you start with some foundational skills.
Exactly.
My my belief is that you start with some foundational skills.
Right.
And then you build that up and you go into CNC. Now we have 3D printing, we have laser technology. All that kind of stuff is it's critical, but there are some foundational skills that I think are necessary. And that's what we're doing here. We're showing, we have a machining competition on the lathe, on the mill, a combination of lathe and mill, and then also the CNC lathe and CNC mill.
And one final thought, because I'm involved in the manufacturing industry to some degree as well. It seems like from a job market perspective, there are a lot of job openings in some of these advanced positions, and it's not something that you can just go from step A to Z. You have to go through some steps, but there are a lot of degrees of advancement and interesting careers just in San Diego, much less the country.
There is a lot of degrees of advancements. I belong to an organization, if you don't mind me saying, the NTMA.
Yep.
I'm the educational liaison between industry and education. And the business sector is starting to see that there's a lack or a shortage of skilled labor in this manufacturing area. And I think it's partly because of a lot of the programs that have been eliminated that are just now starting to come back into play.
Right.
And I think we're going to see a slight turnaround. I think, politicians really need to look at manufacturing in the U.S. and really support it and really bring it back to the communities like Kearny Mesa. Kearny Mesa has tons of small manufacturing companies.
Right.
And I think if they support that, and you'll start seeing more companies, come up and start, employing some of our students that are learning these skills.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for your time, and you're doing good things, and I appreciate it, John.
You're welcome. Thank you very much.
All right, thanks.